Hello everyone! Welcome po sa ating video tutorial. In today's video, we are going to discuss English system of measurement. This is now the second part of our lesson this week about systems of measure. So kung hindi nyo pa po napapanood yung part 1, I encourage you to watch first our lesson on non-standard units of measure. Okay, so without further ado, let's now begin. Our objective for today is to identify the English system of measurement. Okay, so again, this is the second part. Yung last po natin is the non-standard units of measure, followed by today's lesson, English system of measurement. And then the next one will be the standard international system, or what we call the metric system. So again, we will now focus on English system. Okay, so what is English system of measurement? This is now the definition. It is also known as the imperial system, a historical and culturally significant system of measurement that has been used primarily in the United States. Ano pa? Liberia, Myanmar, and to a lesser extent in the United Kingdom. So ito po yung ginagamit nila ngayon sa USA, also Liberia and Myanmar, and other parts of the United Kingdom. So ano po ito? So let's see. This is the history of English system. Saan po yan nanggaling? English system originated in England and was used throughout the British Empire before many countries switched to the metric system. Itong metric system po na ito pag-aaralan natin sa susunod. So before we have that, nauna po itong English system, no? And dito sa Pilipinas, kailan po ito nagamit ng ating bansa? The system was brought to the Philippines by the Americans during their colonization, no? But the Philippines now officially uses the metric system. Pero noon, ang gamit rin po natin ay English system. Nowadays, many Filipinos continues to use this measurement system. Minsan, nagagamit din po natin ito. At may mga parts na combination ng metric and English system. Alright, what are the examples of English units of length? When it comes to length or yung haba ng isang bagay, we make use of inches, or in abbreviation, it's just IN ang kanyang symbol. Ano? So nakikita natin to kadalasan sa mga tape measure. Noon, ito yung unit ng tape measure, inches, yung basic unit niya, or sa mga metro or tape measure as well sa English, or sa mga rulers natin, yan makikita ang inches. Makikita din ang feet. So sa isang ruler, kung nakikita nyo dito, this is actually 1 foot. So in 1 foot, how many inches are there? There are 12 inches. Kung makikita nyo yung mga malalaking guhit, kasabihin natin yung mga nasa baba na maliliit, yun po yung inches, hindi po. Okay, centimeters po ang mga ito. Malalaman nyo po ito sa susunod nating lesson on SI or metric system. Pero ang ating lesson is inches, yung nandito po sa taas, no? 12 inches in 1 foot. Next, how about yards or YD, ang kanyang symbol? Okay, ilang feet meron sa isang yard? Okay, there are actually 3. Okay, ilang inches meron sa isang yard? Okay, there are 36 inches. So, 3 beses nito, no? 3 ruler, makakagawa ka na ng isang yard. Okay? Hindi po ito meter stick, no? Ang tawag po natin dito ay yardstick. Mas maiksi po ito ng kaunti sa meter stick. Next, what else? We have miles or MI ang kanya pong abbreviation or symbol. Saan po ito ginagamit? Siyempre sa mga mas malalaking distance like roads, no? Kaya po may tawag tayo dito, ang tawag natin dito ay milestone, no? Milestone or yung mga markings sa gilid ng kalsada. Well, here in the Philippines, meron po ba tayong nakikitang ganito? Milestones. Actually, wala po kasi ang ginagamit natin dito ay hindi miles. Kung meron man kayong nakikitang ganito sa gilid ng kalsada, yes, meron, pero iba po ang kanyang unit. Mapapag-aralan nyo po yan sa susunod na video natin on metric system. Alright, we have here the conversions. 12 inches is equal to 1 foot. 3 feet is equal to 1 yard. And how many feet are there in 1 mile? There are 5,280 feet. Ganun po kahaba ang 1 mile. Okay? So yun po ang ating English units of length. Okay, next, by the way, we have here the history of our English units of length. Saan ba galing ang mga inches, no? Feet, yard, tingnan po natin dito. So first, we have inches. Okay, actually, nanggaling po ang inches sa barley. Okay, bakit po barley? Kasi nung unang panahon, ang barley ginagamit nila to measure objects, small objects. So gumagamit sila ng grains ng barley to measure objects. Like for example here, 3 grains of barley, it's actually 1 inch. Okay? 3 grains of barley is 1 inch. Yan po yung origin ng inches. Next, how about feet? Okay, syempre feet means paa. Kaninong paa? Paa po ng mga Roman soldiers yan noon. So, ito po ang ibig sabihin ng feet. 12 inches, it's the length of a Roman soldier's foot. Okay? So, hindi po katulad sa atin na mas maliliit. Siyempre, mga Roman soldiers ang mga ito. Mas malalaking tao ang mga ito kaysa sa atin. Kaya umaabot ng 12 inches ang kanilang mga paa. What else? We have yards. Saan po galing ang yards? Ang ibig sabihin ng yards noon ay it's just the distance from the nose to the tip of the outstretched arms. Okay, so parang kalahati siya nung napag-aralan natin last time. Kung i-stretch natin yung isang kamay and then kukunin natin yung measurement from the tip of our middle finger to the other hand, ang tawag natin doon ay patom. Okay? Or sa Tagalog, dipa. Pero ang yard is yung kalahati lang niya. Okay? So from the tip of our finger, from the outstretched arm to the middle of our face, which is the nose, yun po ang isang yard. Now, question, baka sabihin nyo po ay, hindi po ba parehas lang to dun sa lesson natin about non-standard unit of measurement? Yes. Actually, ang English unit nanggaling po yan sa non-standard unit. Pero, paano po siya naging standard? Okay, ito po yung history. Noong 12th century, King Edward I of England standardized the following units, no? Itong inches, feet, tsaka yard. It was said that itong inches, ginawa niyang standard itong 3 grains of barley, kaya naging ito na ang standard na 1 inch. How about the feet? It was said that he used his own measurement. Yung sukat po ng kanyang paa, yun na po yung naging standard nila. Ganon din po sa yards, yung sukat ng kanyang measurement from his nose to the tip of his finger ni King Edward, yun na rin po yung naging standard ng buong Rome. So, ibig sabihin, hindi na po pwedeng maging basis ang kanya-kanyang measurement ng katawan, but rather, ang magiging standard na is yung sukat or yung measurement ni King Edward. Next, let's go to the English units of weight. Okay, we have here the ounces or ang ating abbreviation is OZ, no? So ginagamit ito sa pagtimbang ng mga maliliit na bagay, no? Kung medyo mas mabigat, we make use of pounds. Yung mga nakikita natin sa mga barbells, dumbbells, yung mga weights, ang sukat po or ang unit doon na kadalasang ginagamit ay pounds. Okay, we also have here tons. Ito naman sa mga mas mabibigat na bagay katulad ng mga cargo shipments, no? Yung tina-travel using ship or even planes at gumagamit na sila dito ng mga cranes para mabuhat kasi masyado nang mabigat. Now, this is the conversion. In 1 pound, there are 16 ounce. And in 1 ton, there are 2,000 pounds. Okay, now let's go to the English units of volume or capacity. Okay, so mag-start po tayo dun sa pinakamaliit na unit. Okay, we make use of simple objects actually, like the one we see in our kitchen or dining. We have the teaspoon and the tablespoon. So ito pong teaspoon, okay, ang kanyang abbreviation are TSP at ang tablespoon naman po ay TBSP. Ito po yung mga symbols natin. Of course, ang teaspoon mas maliit po siya kaysa sa tablespoon. Gaano po kaya kaliit? Makikita po natin mamaya using our conversions. No, saan po ito ginagamit? Kadalasan sa gamot, no? Or what else? Sa pagtitimpla ng mga inumin like juice or milk. Ginagamit din yan sa pagluluto, syempre. And ito, kadalasan yung ginagamit natin when it comes to cooking. So aside from the standard spoon, we also make use of this. Ito yung standard na pang-measure ng mga ingredients. Next, we have fluid ounces, okay? Or katulad din sa weight kanina, kaya nga lang ito ay more on liquid. So this is now FLOZ. Yun na po yung kanyang symbol. We also have cups. C ang kanyang abbreviation. Gallons is GAL. So saan po natin to nakikita? Itong cups, syempre, pagsukat ng ating mga bigas, di ba? Yun po yung ating ginagamit, cups. Gallon, we make use of gallon when we buy, for example, milk, water, soy sauce, ano pa po ba, suka, no? Kadalasan ganyan po yung mga ginagamit nila. Fluid ounces, Coke, for example, yung mga soft drinks po na nabibili natin, nung kami po ay bata, soft drinks na nabibili is nasusukat using ounces. May 8 ounce, may 6 ounce, at kung ano pa. Ngayon, hindi na siya katulad noon. So ngayon, we have here the conversion. 3 teaspoon is equal to 1 tablespoon. 2 tablespoon is equal to 1 fluid ounces. 8 fluid ounces is equal to 1 cup. 16 tablespoon is equal to 1 cup. And then 16 cups is equal to 1 gallon. So as you can see, kanina yung tanong ko, gaano kadaming teaspoon ng isang tablespoon? There are actually 3 teaspoon. At gaano kadaming ounces ang meron sa isang cup? There are 8 ounces. Okay? To continue our discussion on our volume or capacity, bigyan ko lang po kayo ng short trivia. Okay? So ano pong nakikita natin dito sa ating slide? Okay, yes, this is a water dispenser. At ano pong tawag natin sa lalagyan ng tubig? Okay, ang tawag po natin dyan ay galon, di po ba? Pero ang tanong, is it really 1 gallon? Okay, no. Para hindi po tayo ma-confuse, this is actually mostly 5 gallons, no? Hindi lang po yan iisang galon. Kasi ang galon natin is katulad nung present kanina, mas maliit. Okay? Yun po ang isang galon. Pero ito, ang tawag lang natin is nakasanayan nating tawaging galon ng tubig, pero actually it is composed of 5 gallons. Meron din po yung isang lalagyan, yung kwadrado. Yun naman po ay mahigit kumulang 4 gallons ang laman na tubig. So wag po tayong ma-confuse. Although it's okay to call this galon, pero sa totoo lang, this is actually 5 gallons. Now what else? Ito pong pins and quarts, this is actually part of the English units of volume or capacity. Pero hindi ko na po in-emphasize kasi hindi naman po masyadong nagagamit sa ating bansa ito. Ano? These units are commonly used in United Kingdom and Ireland. Okay? So just for you to know, 2 cups is equal to 1 pint. 2 pints is equal to 1 quart. And 4 quarts is equal to 1 gallon. Yun nga po, hindi masyadong familiar sa atin to. Well, in other countries, usually ginagamit to sa mga drinks. Ano? So these are not common in our country. Okay, so there you go. That's the end of our lesson on English system of measurement. So in our next lesson, in our next video, ang lesson naman po natin is yung part 3 ng ating lesson this week. It will now be about the SI or the Standard International System or what we call the metric system of measurement. So I hope to see you again on the next video. Thank you for listening. God bless and bye-bye. Kung meron kang natutunan sa video na ito, please click the subscribe button to support this channel para mas matulungan ulit kita sa mga susunod mo pang math lessons. Lagi mong tatandaan, ang math ay para sa lahat. At ako si Teacher Van, nagsasabing dito sa Math Isip, lamang ang nag-iisip. God bless and see you on the next video. Bye-bye.